One day, you're gonna be 20 years old, packing your bags to secretly leave in the middle of the night, right before your family thinks you're going with them on their trip to Honduras. And yeah, that's what's gonna be in your future. Younger me. Oh my goodness. Yesterday, my mom decided to come in my room. Well, she already said she was gonna do this since maybe Tuesday. She said she was gonna come in my room to check my suitcase. Oh my god. First of all, she should not be doing that. There was someone else that we saw earlier in the week and I told her about that casually, completely forgetting, yo, that's not normal. And then she was like, it actually caught me off guard. She was like, "What are you, 2 years old?" It was an awful feeling to be hearing that from somebody. And that's a person who's older than my mom. It feels awful. It really does. So I mean I hate it. Of course it's something that I do not like at all. I hate it. She came in my room. She was I asked her to put the suitcase on my table instead, not on my light colored how do you say sabana? The thing that you put on yourself to sleep, not on that light colored, because yo, it could get dirty. Then she was like, "Do you not wash your floor? Do you not clean your floor?" I was like, "Yeah." And then either way, I had to shower and everything. I came back, which I'm still living in a home where I'm crouching to shower because these people love to wash things and then just leave them hanging in the shower, especially during the hours where people shower, which even if you're gonna do that, don't get mad when people accidentally wet them because you don't want it to come out. You don't want them to take it out of the bathroom. Or don't be mad that they take it out of the bathroom, the bathtub area, to shower and then put it back. Anyways, I come back and my suitcase is on my bed, open and not back on the floor. Either way, because when you're done with something, you're supposed to put it back. Anyway, it's horrible that I'm still strategizing things up to the night that I'm leaving. Why do I have to plan three different bags? Because last minute I'm gonna move this here, move this here, move this here. I have to secretly leave like this, planning lifts and Ubers like this and thinking, should I go through the main entrance or through the second entrance? Like, oh my goodness, all these things I have to go and plan. Thinking about how I'm gonna switch out different things because I want to hide my bags and she wants to keep checking my suitcase and I have to approve. She has to approve everything that's in there. Oh my god, so awful. She never it's thinking about how I'm still in these people's orbits because the person that's gonna be driving us knows my family knows have known that my I don't know which one first. I would say my dad for the longest. Have known my parents for longer than ever, and I'm struggling with that because now I definitely don't want to pass by any sort of parking where they might see me. I want to make sure that, yo, when do I come out? Do I come out when they look like they're gonna leave or not? Do I wait for my dad to go to the bathroom because he's usually gonna be in the living room, or do I not? I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out. Also, having to lock the door is gonna take a couple of seconds extra, so let's see what goes on there. Maybe bring my stuff to the kitchen and try to go from there. I have my bags packed. Last minute, I am gonna put my stuff. The suitcases they have, I count six in the living room. Me, because I'm supposedly going, would be seven. Then the one in my brother's room would be eight. So 8 bags so far, because there definitely have to be. If I was supposedly going, I would also be 9 with my backpack, and probably my brother also has a backpack. Probably my mom also has another bag. So, but either way, 8 bags for 3 weeks of staying somewhere. A little more than three, but 3 weeks of staying somewhere. A place where there's already clothes, bags, underwear, all these things. They're already there. So I know I'm just filling up. I could honestly do everything in one bag. I really wouldn't need a suitcase. Yo, I really see myself being a backpacker in the future. I really don't need a suitcase, but to make everything mom approves, just to get her off my back. Oh, and when I came in before showering, she was like, "What? You don't want me to check your bag?" I didn't say, at this point for these last few months, I have not been saying as much as, especially these last few weeks. I haven't been saying anything because bruh, how on earth do you not understand that a person of my age, and she's been doing this even when I was 19, even when I was 18, how do you not understand that a person of my age does not want her stuff looked at, approved? And they also want to be super duper extra, and this is another thing that happens when there's a loop of your parents not trusting you, and then they also put in their opinion, their wrong opinions, and then they run with it and say, "Oh, that's why I didn't trust you." They're telling me to not why do I have an umbrella in my carry-on? They're telling me the deodorant is not put in the carry-on. That's let me give it to me so I can put it in my suitcase. Like, oh my goodness, telling me to be extra with these lotions, put it in a bag. Oh, like I just put some sunscreen in there after she checked it. My backpack, bruh, she might make a deal out of that, but oh my goodness, like how many years have we traveled for me to be clueless as to what to do? Of course, I looked it up just to be safe because I always listen to the message and not the messenger. Yes, you can bring deodorant, liquid, or bar on an airplane. Yes, you can bring an umbrella on an airplane. How on earth do people travel? Tens of thousands of people travel without a backpack, without an umbrella. Like, come on. I knew they're gonna say something about the charger, so I'm like, let me just put the chargers in the second bag that I'm gonna leave with secretly. Let me just do that. So yeah, either way, I decided on that. They like to lock their suitcases as well. I hate how now, you know, aside from the fact that the situation of me leaving, that was the update. But I hate that I'm leaving on these terms. I'm deciding to title this video, I'm really leaving home like this? Like, am I really leaving things like this? Bruh, all this time there was no growth, no change. So many things even got worse. The fact that they're comfortable saying no to me, like my mom is constantly these days asking me, how many underwear did you bring? How many shirts did you bring? How many shorts did you bring? When I answer, no, pack this. No, pack this. No, do it like the comfort and the power in saying no in that way. It's awful, 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 awful. I hate that. I have my budget planned out, my schedule for my first day. I do have job interviews to do. I have apartment viewings to do, figuring that out. Some stuff I want to attend to, but I'm definitely gonna focus more on job stuff, apartment stuff, and things that are paying me. Right now, even though there's time, I if I can't do certain things, I can't do certain things. Either way, I'm gonna have all that time later on. Their reaction, I'm thinking about that. I actually have no idea. Well, of course I have an idea. Of course they're gonna be mad. They're gonna be calling, message. If the voice messages that I'm definitely about to receive on WhatsApp, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing those. I left for peace, and I am not bringing any of that with me, other than the couple of phone calls that I might answer. I might give my address. I don't even know, but bruh. And it's crazy because I'm leaving home with them not having any idea of pretty much everything that I've mentioned on this YouTube channel, everything I've mentioned on my podcast. They have no idea how annoyed, how hurt, how stunted I am. They really, really think that they've protected me for so long. No, you just sheltered a girl, and now she has to struggle to make up for all of the things that you didn't teach her. You kept the girl at home so much, now she has to struggle with making up for so many lessons, for so many experiences. You emotionally ruined me. Now I have to make up all of these things. I have to learn to process things now. I have to be extra with the things that I do. I have to be more caring with the things that I do. I don't know if this video is coming out before or after the Friends video, but I mentioned how I need to process certain things when it comes to making friends now, because I'm so used to being in an environment where there's a lot of criticism, a lot of negativity, a lot of control, a lot of putting in your opinion, ruining the vibe with your opinion. And now I have to learn to be not used to that because I want to be with healthier people. And it's crazy, like they really don't know that the exact reason why I'm leaving is what I don't want them to do. I don't want them to keep tabs on me. The micromanagement. Micromanagement is usually a word that's used in working in jobs, but just the hovering, the what is that word I always use? There's a lot of control. What is that word when someone's hovering? Well, either way, I don't want any of that. And that's exactly what they're gonna try to do. I know that they're gonna put it in a way, and that's why I feel like a puzzle piece, kind of like a pawn. You're ruining our trip. It's gonna be disgusting what I'm about to hear. Disgusting what I'm about to hear because bruh, I told you, and that's why I'm not giving them. If she asks for money, whatever, I'm gonna stand against that because I told them before the flight was booked, I don't want to go. It's so insane how that doesn't even cross their mind as words, as a feeling that you have to act upon. Okay, what do we do now? Really, really thinking I'm 17 and under and thinking that it's impossible for me to stay by myself with no supervision for 2 to 3 weeks, even 4 weeks, even 5 weeks. It's disgusting how that's not even in their plans ever, has never been in their plans, never been in any sort of possibility. But most importantly, they just don't listen. So yeah, I'm gonna have to rip the band-aid off myself if they are the ones who are choosing to not change the way that they are seeing somebody that's growing up in front of their eyes little by little over the years. So I do expect them to react like that. I expect them to be so mad. I just need to make sure that they go to the airport and that they go through with this because there's multiple plans in one day and like 2 days because where we stay is not close to the airport and they want to do something before we even get to the place that we stay. My dad does have a house there, so their house. And I need to make sure that they don't stop, that they actually go to the airport, that because they are gonna freak out. But if they want to call me for the key to come back, I'm not gonna fall for that. Even though I do need like a second key because there's two keys involved. I'm just gonna get that myself. I also plan on getting the USPS key myself. I think I mentioned that in the update before this. But the only two things I'm worried about is food and the little extra stuff that I might buy. I might order from Amazon. I might get like a supermarket order depending on if the owners accept it or not. And the new things that I get. So those are the only things I'm worried about right now just because of the carrying stuff back. Because I might move from there directly into a new place to live, long term temporarily. So let's just see how things go. Bags are packed. I'm ready. Body is clean. I'm still going to shower before going there because I'm a nighttime shower anyway. So we got to figure that out. Clothes are washed. Let's see, because I am so over this.